What's up, bud?
Oh, hello.
How goes it?
It goes.
How's Stardew?
What's that?
How was the Stardew?
Oh, an explosion was heard in the night. So, I don't know. Something's
Good?
going on. I'm not causing explosions, so I don't know if
Oh,
it's good or bad.
well, that's
I don't
okay.
think I'm causing explosions. I don't mean to be. I certainly don't mean to be.
How long are you into the game? Or like how many months or
Well,
years?
it's day 3 of fall, the first year.
Okay. I'm just catching up to the stream. I got you. I see it.
Already see. I know how to make bread.
I know. No TV. Stop telling me.
I gotta wait until I can make a mill, I think.
A mill.
Amaranth. Okay.
Is that a plant? It's a flower, right?
I think it's a flower. I gotta go buy some of those seeds then if I want to do that. But what I'm gonna also do is drop off my stuff and load up to go to the mines. Go collect some ore.
The mines.
They call it a mine. I do too. It is a mine.
It is a mine, bud.
Well, I think it's called that for a reason, Gimli.
Hey, Gimli, you know they call that for a reason?
They call it a mine.
Yes, we know. And Gimli, it is a mine, yes.
Well,
yes. That's the word they chose for.
What would you call it, Gimli? Nobody asked him that. They just let it slide.
What the hell would you call it then? What the hell?
Like, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I guess he calls it something different. We just don't care. Maybe that was it. They just didn't care enough to ask.
Yeah, like, okay.
Enough out of you, dwarf. Look at this. I'm gonna stick this into this. Make mayonnaise.
Okay. I'll hopefully see the stream.
Yeah, you'll see. You'll see.
Okay.
Swing through town, buy some amaranth. Ooh, a plum.
You could probably. Are you gonna grow that flower, or what are you gonna do with it? Is it just for crafting?
Well, no. Marnie, another person in town, wants you to bring her some. So I'm gonna grow some and bring it to her for a little quest. Closed on Wednesdays. I forgot. I keep forgetting if it was like Tuesday or Wednesday that they were closed. Oh well. Should remember that it's Wednesday. Tuesday is Ladies Aerobics Day in the town market.
So I saw you changed your guy's get up a little bit, or has he always had the hat?
No, I just
bucket hat.
I found the bucket hat. I forget where I found that.
It's like a fisherman kind of thing. Gives you +2 to fishing or something weird.
No, it's just a bucket hat.
Okay. Okay.
You're like, what stats does it attribute to your butt?
Well, it totally could have been like a fishing thing.
I know, but it's not. It's just,
Just a bucket hat.
I was just
I like it.
oh, bucket hat. I'm gonna wear a bucket hat. And then I also found, I think it just came out of like dropped out of a monster, a Tunneler's jersey. So it's got a Z on it for the Zuzu City Tunnelers. So I figured, why not?
It's not tunnel snakes.
Oh.
It looks like a snake. Tunnel snakes for you.
S for snake. Is that what you're thinking there?
Yeah. And it's a tunneler, so tunnel snakes.
No, I mean, yeah, I get that. Oh. Just a little floor. I forget how far the mines go down here.
How deep have you gone through the mine?
Well, it says up in the top left, it says 102.
Oh my gosh.
I'm down. Oh yeah, we're down to the mines.
Go down, but
We've gone too deep, too greedily. Nothing over there. Hey, Pat. Hey, Patty.
so I've been playing Stalker 2, the new Stalker game that came out.
Yeah. What do you think of it? How you enjoy it?
I've had a few bugs.
Sure.
I haven't ran into a lot of buggy games recently, so it is kind of frustrating for me. I don't play a lot of buggy-ish games. But there was a time when I got so frustrated in this game. I was playing Stalker 2, and you, like, run through a poppy field, and, like, the game mechanics are like, you can't spend too much time in the poppy field or else you'll, like, start falling asleep, right?
Sure.
So I was like running through these like this red area of poppies, and my guy just kept like blinking his eyes, and the world got hazy and stuff, like you're drunk. And for some reason, like after you get like knocked out or whatever, you kind of wake up a little bit adjacent to like some poppies, but you're still like in the field-ish area, but you're like dazed and you have to like reorient yourself where to go. That's happened like maybe 50 times for me, and then like for some weird reason when I was walking through the poppies to the objective, my guy just spontaneously died and collapsed, and then like my health bar just went down, and then it keeps like a tracker of how many times you died, so it just kept going up. I'm like, I don't know how to get out of this. It's like a game crashing or game breaking bug, and I was just like, I keep dying in the poppies, dying in the poppies, dying in the poppies. And I reloaded a save a little bit past that, and like that fixed it, but I was like, okay, I kind of have to do that whole stupid mission over. And it was like a side quest too, so I really didn't have to, but I was just so pissed that it shot my death count so far up. I was like, I was just so angry with that session. I was just after that though, like it's been good. Like it's been super fun to like explore like Pripyat and like this, because I played the original Stalker like a long time ago, and it was super difficult. Like it was known for it's known for being pretty difficult, pretty realistic, guns, gun physics, and like gun degradation. Like um, you have to like repair your weapons and things like that, or else they'll jam and things like that on you. And then the weird sentient ghoulish kind of enemies are kind of interesting. I just like the aesthetic of this game. It's pretty cool.
Sure.
But I'll give them a pass. I'll give the developers a pretty lenient pass because they made this game during an active war zone.
Sure. Yeah.
I think that's kind of like a testament to like their, you know, tenacity and their creative pursuits. Like, hell yeah, more power to you guys. You created something at least interesting to play.
Certainly can't be easy.
Right.
So yeah, more power to them for seeing through their original vision. You know, to at least some degree, at least like getting it out the door, and because we've seen it a couple times at least by now of like No Man's Sky and Cyberpunk, that like a game can launch in a pretty not great state, and over time, if given the opportunity and like, you know, given attention by the developers in that way, then it can turn around.
Yeah, true. Just give it time. And then like another thing about this is like the mods are going to be so fun for it.
Sure.
I'm really down for it because the original had really great weapon mods and just like armor mods and just enemy mods and like different game modes and things like that. It was just a really fun time. And yeah, Nine Souls comes out tomorrow, as far as I know, on Game Pass.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been out on Steam for a while. I've had it on my wish list. Like, I've been looking at it. Seems interesting. There's a lot of other games I'm playing right now.
Did you like Hollow Knight?
Yeah, I certainly never beat it, but I really, what I played, I really liked it.
Okay, it's sort of in that same vein, I think. A little bit more like Sekiro, I think, too. Like kind of deflecting and
from what I know about Nine Souls, it takes a lot of inspiration from Sekiro with its like combat and gameplay with deflecting and timing and boss fights, stuff like that, which is cool.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna give it a shot.
Do you think that what do you think would be more likely to see first, or one or the other? I suppose, like, just take your pick
okay.
of scenario, but like, which do you think would be more likely, Sekiro 2 or Bloodborne 2?
What would be most likely between those two?
Or heck, even like Bloodborne remastered. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
well, okay, yeah.
By this point, because it's been like, you know, over a decade, hasn't it?
Bloodborne?
Yeah. Since the original release on PS4.
It's been copyright 2015, so
almost
pretty close to a decade.
I mean,
that game, yeah.
Seems like a great anniversary for a release of a remaster of some kind, you know.
Yeah. Let's see.
Hey.
If it's between those two, if it's like a sequel, I mean, I would say like they would try to remaster that game, Bloodborne, eventually. I don't know what their timeline is for that, but they recently talked about acquiring FromSoft, Sony.
Yeah.
Talked about that, so I know they want to do something with them. I don't know if that's good or bad. A lot of people are leaning towards it's kind of a bad thing because they're just gonna make 4 service games, or people speculate that they're going to make a 4 service game.
No, no, thank you. I mean, well,
Yeah,
just regardless, I think it is intimidating sounding just because FromSoft has not been beholden to people in that way. Like they've certainly had like publishing deals, but they've not been owned by another company like that. So it would, so far they've had success doing their own thing up to a point, and it would just possibly like stifle what they could do just having anybody above them in that way.
yeah. I know Kojima going over to Sony is decent. I really liked, Death Stranding. Like,
Yeah.
him going over to Sony wasn't bad for his career. It was kind of great that they just gave him carte blanche to make some creative, weird, wacky shit like Kojima does.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not super helpful in terms of like sales for those companies like Kojima.
Exactly. They're just betting on this guy's, like exposure. Like, hey,
Name and
we got Kojima making this, so
yeah,
people are gonna buy it.
people will wait the like 9 years that it will take for the game to come out after it's been announced at Tokyo Game Show or whatever it is. It's like, hey guys, PS5, Kojima, get excited. Hey, it's not going to be out for like 5, 7, 9 years.
Yeah. But I would say I want to lean towards Bloodborne 2.
Yeah.
If it's between Sekiro 2 and Bloodborne 2, I felt Sekiro, there was some stuff to explore in that era. Like, I like the Edo period and like that whole the mechanics of that. You could expand on it a little bit more, but I mean, the traversal was excellent in that game. I really liked using that grappling hook and stuff. So like putting more emphasis on those like weapon arts or like those prosthetics, those weapon prosthetics, that might be interesting. But like there's more fun to be had, I think, with starting first with Bloodborne 2 and then maybe doing Sekiro 2 after that.
Sure. I mean,
I love the weapons from Bloodborne, like how they're just the workshop like weapons, like they just look like farmers' tools, just but put up to like a weird gothic like blacksmith. Like, hey, give me that saw. I'm gonna turn it into a big sword. Yeah, give me your cane. I'm gonna put some razor blades on it so you can whip at people. Like there's some creativity to be had there.
I think some sort of like I can see Sekiro having a sort of like spiritual sequel where it may take place in the same like world, but it's not Wolf and it's not Kuro. It's like
It's Ishin. It's like a younger Ishin or something like that.
Well,
That'd be cool.
Not even Ishin, because remember at the end of the game, in one of the endings, fucking Wolf and well, there's like two endings. It's one where Wolf goes off
Wolf
with the
goes
like,
with Owl.
no, the one where Wolf goes off with the like other chosen child to the west,
Yes.
and they're gonna like. I forget which child is it with Kuro or with the other one, but like he goes off to the west, and they're basically gonna go like, fucking. They took down the dragon that was like ruling over Ashina, and now they're gonna go find the fucking dragon that rules over the west and get it to like help bring Kuro or the other child like back to life or something. I forget. But it kind of like there's a couple of endings where it did leave it like open enough for some kind of continuation. So it'd be interesting to see like, you know, if they went to the west and then like some other branch of that. Like, Emma was even part of that quest to help Kuro, so, like, you play just a different character or something who gets blessed with the dragon's blood from the west, maybe, or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I could see that. I love the idea of, like, those maggots or, like, those centipedes that were inside. It's such a weird theme. Like, that theme was also carried over into, Elden Ring, if you remember, like there's some of these like golden centipedes that you can pick up, and like those have some lore implications that like it's like a longevity thing, or like it's an immortality sort of issue. And even in Bloodborne, they've done a lot of in the DLC at least, I know, where you join the covenant of the hunters or whatever they are, the Confederacy, whatever it's called.
I don't know.
You join the Hunters Confederacy, and you, after you beat a boss and you wearing the Confederate mark, like the hunter's mark, but you get like this other mark that you put on your equipment slot. If you have that equipped, and you kill a boss, you get these little centipede-ish looking things that you squash, and the more you squash, the deeper your Confederate like rank. So they've done stuff with centipedes in pretty much all of their games, it seems. But I just love that in Sekiro, where like to kill them for a final time, you have to like rip their centipede out and just kill that thing.
Yeah.
Because it almost seemed like it was sort of like acting like a cordyceps, or like, you know, like a Last of Us virus thing, where like it wasn't the actual person controlling itself, it was like a random bug inside the person's brain controlling it, like a puppet. I gotta play that game again, by the way. Sekiro, that's a really beautiful game.
Yes, it is. Yeah, I could even see them doing just like a PS5 upscaled, or whatever you want to re-release, remaster of that.
Yeah. New textures or something like that.
Oh, textures.
Oh my god, textures.
Oh, Peter, look at your textures. Oh, my freak.
It's like you got a HD upgrade, Peter.
It's like you're in 4K, Peter. Oh, my freaking god, Lois. Like, the PlayStation Pro PS5, Lois.
I need to pick up my axe and then go to the forest.
Go to the forest.
Hello. Thank you.
So at the start of this game, you're working at like an office job, right?
Yep.
And you get like a letter from your grandpa. Do you ever like get mail from your office saying like, "Are you gonna come back to work?"
No, because you quit your job, and
He
move.
quits. Okay.
So your grandpa like passes away and leaves you a letter, and the letter's like, don't open until you're. He's basically like, you know, you'll open this later in your life when you're like sick of the hubbub of modern life, and when you yearn for just a more simple life, and then, you know, you're working at this like dead-end corporate job, and after your grandfather passes away, you open it up and move out to his like old farmstead. So you just quit your job, and you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna go be a farmer.
That'd be funny if there's like a mini game in Stardew Valley. Like eventually, like you get another letter from your boss, which just so happens to be like, "Hey, you were the best worker we've ever had. could you come back and run our business? Like, so it's like an opposite Stardew Valley. Like, you go into the city and you just start making buildings and like doing whatever your old boss was doing, but like expanding upon it and making it like a city instead of like a farm.
Yeah, there's not anything like that,
But imagine, but imagine that.
yeah.
Hey, it's your boss. My dying wish is to have you come work back at the office. I know you've made quite a name for yourself on that farm. What's your schedule like this week, Wilson?
Well, hold on.
At least for
I'll
like.
I'll type it in chat because I don't want to say it.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm streaming.
Okay. Yeah.
Ah! Slimes! Stop it. Hello.
Gonna blow my nose.
There it is. There it is.
All right. What's something that you need to watch yearly besides Jaws and maybe during this time of year, which is Thanksgiving-ish time of year?
Well, I don't typically like. I mean, besides like a autumnal like all-time urge sometimes to watch some Twin Peaks. I don't think there's anything that I typically watch around Thanksgiving time.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a ton that I typically watch like every year besides like Jaws, and even that's not like strictly every single year. But I've been thinking that I would like to incorporate something into my holiday repertoire of either the Super Mario Brothers live action movie, Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo, or
Okay.
or Robin Williams toys, because that's like kind of a Christmas movie,
Yeah, it's got toys in it.
but it's also like a nostalgic movie for me from my childhood, so it's a good like holiday time pick.
I know Thanksgiving on like a few like cable channels at some points they do a marathon of The Godfathers,
Yeah. AMC, I think.
I've maybe watched the marathon like once, but like only the first run of the movies. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm done now. I don't have to watch
Well, yeah, I don't know why you would
Godfather over again. Like,
sit and then be like, okay, we just finished 3, time to go back.
I can't wait to go back.
We gotta see what's gonna happen to Sonny.
I can't wait.
Look at this is my boy. And they're just sitting there like, oh Don Corleone. Just
Oh
you
no.
wait. Just you wait. You don't even know what's gonna happen to your other boys. Oh my god, you're annoying.
Around this time of year, a really good one to watch is, for me, I watch Uncle Buck
Sure.
and Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yep.
Because Double Candy is great.
I had not.
But there's also, sorry, what?
I hadn't even seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles until like I think earlier this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, that was my grandpa's favorite movie for some reason. Like, it was the only movie he watched. He never really liked watching movies, only like baseball and sports.
Sure.
But he just liked that movie because I think he got a kick out of when Steve Martin's just like saying "fucking car" like to the lady at the car rental place or whatever, just like giving her shit. Just maybe he got a kick out of that. But there's this Holly Hunter and I think it's Holly Hunter and Robert Downey Jr. movie called Home for the Holidays. It's pretty good too.
Sure.
It's about Thanksgiving and like a dysfunctional family and stuff like that.
I mean, I honestly, I'm like, besides Christmas, I don't typically go out of my way to watch movies that are about the holiday that I'm like that is happening around me, because it's like, well, I've got enough of it in my life. I don't need to fucking also double like triple layer on another like, oh, it's Thanksgiving time, gotta watch a Thanksgiving movie. It's like rare that I want to pile more on the plate.
There's something about growing up with them as opposed to like searching them out now, you know, like, but
Yeah.
growing up watching those are just like you said, nostalgic. Like, I'll go back and watch them just for nostalgia's sake around that time because it's cozy. Like, I'm assuming that's the same with like a lot of the Harry Potter films too have that, like the first ones, for the most part, are like they have that same, and that's the aesthetic that I like to watch around this time of year. Same with around this time of year, in like middle of the winter, I'll rewatch Lord of the Rings because they're cozy and I need them. I need them in my life at least once a year. But there's not a lot of other good. I guess I like films that have the backdrop of the holidays, not just overtly like it's a Christmas movie. Like, I don't like just overt Christmas films. There are some that are okay, but like I like it as a backdrop.
Well,
It's not the main focus.
this isn't even discussing like what is or is not a Christmas or holiday movie. I'm right now I'm just referencing like there are movies that have to do with holidays that are like Thanksgiving movies. Like, is Meet the Fockers? Did they celebrate Thanksgiving in one of those movies maybe?
I think it was, yeah, Hanukkah or something.
So like, you know, pretty much any observation of Thanksgiving is going to look roughly the same. People sitting around, maybe in sweaters, eating food. Like, you get a very, very accurate and broad visual idea of what that's going to be like. Okay, Ben Stiller and Robert De Niro, and everybody's fucking sitting around, and they're all chummy and wearing sweaters, and it's like festive feeling. And that's
Yep.
like what you do during your celebration of Thanksgiving as well, for the most part. So it's not like the kind of movie that you would watch where it's like a not even escape from reality, but just like break or different. Like what I guess what I'm saying is a Christmas movie doesn't necessarily have to be about people sitting around opening presents and like celebrating Christmas in that way. A Christmas movie can range from a fucking Rankin Bass claymation puppet movie about like you know, little drummer boy and his fucking donkey to like Vince Vaughn pulling shenanigans, or just Jonathan Taylor Thomas trying to get back home for like it's there's a plethora there. It can be about Santa up at his North Pole and the elves. Like there's
Could
a
be
number.
Red One, the new Dwayne Johnson joint.
I suppose it could be Red One. Yes. It's just like that opens up the door, I think, a little bit more than just the idea of like, well, it's a holiday movie, so it's gonna be the movie is gonna be the same thing as what you're gonna be doing in real life, rather than
One of the more unconventional holiday movies I really like is Bad Santa with Billy Bob.
sure.
Oh my god. The kid in that and Cloris Leachman as the grandma is like the funniest thing ever, where she's like, I'll make some sandwiches. Like whenever she wakes up, that's all she does is like, I'll make some sandwiches.
I forgot Cloris Leachman was in that. It's been a long time since I've watched Bad Santa.
Drop me on my head? How could you drop me on my own head? It's like, are you fucking with me right now? There's so many good lines in that movie by that kid. And the talking walnut.
Okay. Oh. So, guy. I already got the puffer fish into the collection.
The apple for fish.
The puffer.
I like your big teddy bear. By your bed.
Thank you. I got it as a reward.
Oh.
Alright. That should be. Yeah. Go say hi to Harry.
That's some bad hat, Harry.
Some bad hat, Harry. You know all about you, Chief. You don't go in the water at all, do you?
He's like wiping his pits down. Like,
Yeah.
jeez.
Big floppy old man tits. But I mean, yeah, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? You're old man.
Yeah. You know,
Let them fly free.
Yep. Exactly. Loud and proud, Harry.
We'll get there. We'll get there, Harry.
Exactly. Yeah. One day, Harry. One day.
We'll all wear bad hats and wipe our pits with our big man floppy tits.
No, we won't wipe our pits with our tits.
I could.
I don't know how
I
that's
mean, you can't
physically
stop me.
unless those are some big tits. God, whatever topic, the husband of the hotel owner, you know who I'm talking about? The dark-haired, so the dark-haired guy who approaches Brody and is like, on the beach, he like shuffles over and he's like, "Hey Chief, listen, there's something you could take care of over at the house." Blah blah blah. Like,
Okay.
do you remember what I'm talking? That scene?
Where he's on the beach with his wife?
He's on the beach with his wife. He's like laying back in Ellen's lap, kind of, and that other
Yes, and
family's
the guy
right next to
kinda-
them.
Yep. And
Yeah.
the guy's kind of like lounging next to him, kind of talking to him.
He like gets up and comes over and starts like chatting him up or something. But what he's talking about, he's saying something to the effect of, "I've got these cats who are parking this truck over at my place. I can't get my van out or something, you know." And then it's kind of drowned out by background noise, and Brody's focus gets pulled to the water, and just. But he's like, "It's a simple red zone. It's something you've done before. You can take care of it." And then his wife's like, "Honey, would you come over here, please?" And
Yeah.
I've just always been trying to pick apart exactly what that guy is talking about, like what that context is, or I just
It seemed like another take on the beginning, where they're talking about the lobster being like a amputee, right? The lobster amputee.
they're just like, yeah, somebody's just got a lot. I've watched that scene with like brighter gamma, or you know, like the brightness turned up, and it's just like two chicks just waving a little lobster around, like I think it's gonna be cooked, and they're just like fucking getting drunk and getting stoned on the beach, having their parties, like, "Ha ha ha, we got a lobster," for whatever reason. Hey,
They're being really
teenagers,
rude
right?
for those lobsters. Yeah.
Teenagers
They're not
getting
swimming
messed
like
up, or,
crispy.
yeah, swimming.
Hey,
Where are we
I'm
going?
not drunk.
I just can't walk or dress myself. Look, I reported it to you, didn't I? Yeah, I'm an islander. That kid, that fuck.
You killed Chrissy.
Weren't his fault, sir. Weren't his fault. Poor judgment's what killed Chrissy. Yes, sir. Seen it before, and I'll see it again.
Great big bushy beard.
Great, a great big bushy shark. Quality crops. Okay. So you don't want no bok choy. How about? Nope. Gonna need to get you an eggplant and a pumpkin, sir.
Awesome. Eggplant parm?
No, an eggplant. Just an eggplant. The chanterelle. Oh. Chef bundle? I swear that the chanterelle mushroom is part. So no? Okay. Alrighty. Whatever you say. Whatever you say.
Hey, I'm Stardew Valley. Hey, I moved out to the country. I was too busy. I was too tired of city life. Being the
I don't want to be Shaq Diesel. I
I
want to be.
don't want to be
Farmer
Dr.
Diesel.
O'Neill.
Shaq,
I got a doctorate in farming.
Shaq, please don't tell anybody that you dunked on me and it was the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me in my entire life.
Oh, don't worry. Doctor patient confidentiality. Shaq don't tell nobody. I do keep a record.
But yeah, but I do keep a hard copy in handwriting that you can't read.
Yeah, the chicken scratch doctor, like.
What does this say?
It says 2 points. Shaq.
2 points, Shaq, over the head.
Backwards, overhead, shadow the entire backboard, slam dunk for Shaq. 2 points.
Those are your doctor's notes? No prescriptions or anything like that? Yeah, take 2 of these dunks. Oh, we.
Shaq don't need no more than that. Shaq is Shaq's own pharmacist. Shaq understands what Shaq has written.
Take 2 dunks twice a day.
Survival!
Oh,
Albert.
Shaq Diesel.
I don't know why he calls himself that. I just don't.
It's a DJ thing, I think. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, I get that, but what I don't
Diesel.
get is why is Diesel?
Not unleaded. I don't want unleaded. Shaq don't like unleaded.
Hey.
Just like Diesel.
E85, up in here.
No, E81, isn't it?
I don't know.
This DJ set uses 15% less ethanol than other DJ sets.
I only use a generator. Diesel generator.
Hey, you got an outlet? I need to be plugged in. Shaq run on electricity. Shaq powering down. Uh-oh. Shaq low on battery.
You see like a...
Shaq running low.
You just see like a red light start blinking on like his neck or something. He's like,
Uh-oh. Shaq needs
It's
to
just
plug
his
himself in.
eyes. The make it really
That's-
freaky is
no,
just
that's
his
like-
eyes are just
okay, yeah.
red,
eyes
and just
start-
like demons.
Beep. And like just, yeah, blinking red every so often. He's like,
Oh. I'm for Shaq to refuel. You happen to have an energy drink or Gatorade available.
it's like Popeye.
I'm strong to the finish, 'cause I drink a monster. I'm Dr. Shaquille O'Neal.
So what are these things that you're placing in the water?
A crab pot.
Crab pots. Okay, cool.
I go put one in the ocean. Ocean. No. Yes. Crabbing in the ocean,
We be crabbing.
as one does.
We be crabbing.
Yeah, we crabbing. I don't think Bob Marley ever sang about crabs.
We crabbing. We crabbing.
2 little crabs sit by my doorstep, pinching their claws.
Pinching their claws.
I suppose. Keep delving into the mines on a rainy day when I don't have to water my plants, my crops. So
Thank you, Rain.
I will just go to the mines.
ooh,
We will go through the mines.
we will go through the mines.
Ring barrel
Let-
choose.
The rig barrow this time.
The hobbits will freeze to death. Let them freeze. They must.
Remember that edit where it's Gandalf? Like, we must go through the mountain. And then Gandalf goes,
I mean, roughly, yes.
It's
have
like a
a vague
high-pitched
memory
version of him saying
of
no.
Gandalf barking.
No! If I can find it real quick.
Man, that opening to Two Towers is just with the like sweeping shot over the Misty Mountains and the like replay of the fight with the Balrog and then Gandalf and
Oh
the Balrog,
yeah,
like,
flying
falling.
down. That was such an epic moment when like it's that wide shot of them and you see like the little boat of fire falling through.
You just
And
hear
then his like transcendental experience where he just like fades through the stars and stuff like that. It's so
Yeah.
cool.
I don't think Mr. Gandalf meant for this to happen. I don't think he meant for a lot of this to happen, sir.
The best things are those Lord of the Rings ruined by AI.
Which
where what is it? Yeah, Aragorn's like running to the Black Gate. He's like for Frodo, and he runs, but he comes back, and he's wielding a different like weapon. Then he's got like a shotgun. He's like, let's fucking get this.
doesn't he like trip and fall or something too?
Yeah, and then he pulls out. There's one where he pulls out the sword, and he like laughs at it. He's like,
Yeah, he's like
he tries running.
I've seen like I watched one last night that was like I am the danger, like the Breaking Bad scene. It was just okay. It was like not as good as that Lord of the Rings one. Oh, excuse me. Ah, slimes. Ooh, yeah, I forgot I gotta build that fucking slime sheet thing so I can. What does it take? Oh, I need it. Oh, damn it. Well, I can make that. Yeah, I can make that. Not if I'm dead.
The hobbits will freeze to death. Let them freeze.
Let them freeze.
If they must, then they will freeze. I would gladly sacrifice all of their lives to see you destroyed.
What are you saying, Gandalf?
Nothing, shut up. This is big people business. Mind yourself.
Big people business. Mind your tongue.
Mind your tongues, Samwise. Do not take me for some conjurer of sheep tricks.
I'm Shag Diesel.
Gandalf scares Bilbo by turning into Shaq.
Bilbo Baggins and the Shaggies.
I'm the other lord.
Becomes quiet and grumbly. And he,
Put the ring, throw the ring in the fire. It was Cecilia's brain. A diesel's never late.
Nor is he okay.
Nor is it
He's always pissed off.
He arrives precisely when he does precisely when he means to.
Hey. Did it. Snake. Discover the purpose of the scope. Yeah. Well, build slime machine thing. I want to know what a slime egg does, Tyler.
I want to know too. It sounds interesting.
We'll find out. But first, I gotta get home before I pass out.
Really disgusting, but I'm interested.
Well, it makes me think maybe it's like a Cadbury egg, Cadbury cream egg. You know, if that's something that you enjoy.
Well, when I think of slime, and then an egg, and then Cadbury cream slime.
Slime egg.
Cadbury cream slime? Ew.
Sure, why not? Just color it green. They do that for like food at Halloween time. It's just make it green color.
Do you remember when they made weird colored shit in the 90s? Like they had like purple ketchup or mustard or something like that?
Yep.
Was it?
They had.
Which one was?
Was
it
purple,
green ketchup and purple
green,
mustard?
And no, they didn't have mustard. It was just ketchup.
Oh, it was only ketchup. Okay.
But it was like purple, green, and I think one other color, maybe blue. It tasted freaking weird though. Like I remember it not being good.
Okay. I think I got that once, and I'm like, yeah, I forgot I hate ketchup.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you as a kid you get it and you're excited about it because you're like, oh, it's a crazy color, but then you're like, oh yeah, it's just ketchup.
Yeah, it's like, oh, fun.
And-
but no.
Like I said, to me, like I felt like I could taste like the fucking dye or something. Like it was just like, oh, this is not even like it tastes like off.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like pennies? Like you're putting a bunch of pennies on your tongue?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, why not?
Just something weird.
Well, it's like that shit that they made too. What, a goober? Where it's like peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, that's Jack's
jar.
favorite. Oh, see, Jack has saved half the time of his life.
That is legit Shaq's favorite thing.
Sure.
I saw a YouTube short of him talking about like goober. He's like, hey, I love goober. And now that just lives rent free in my head. Like that's all he eats in my head. He doesn't eat anything other than goober, or like he puts goober on all of his food, like his steak, his pizza, his shakaroni.
He what does he say? He says, "Oh, my apple tree." He says, "Fuck." In the gold bond, he's like, he doesn't say, "I sanctify my feet." What the hell does he say?
I sanctify my feet. Whoa.
I nourish my... No, not nourish. He says something like, I lavish my skin. Like, I fucking take good care of my feet with gold bond. And I just...
I spread goober on my feet. Take good care of it.
Yeah, exactly. Just puts gooey, like... No, Shaq, you just put goober on your feet.
Yeah, no. Mr. O'Neill needs 16 jars of goober. Why does he need that many? Don't ask questions. Just bring them.
Ask questions.
Bring them now.
He's not paying you to ask questions.
He's not paying me at all. Exactly. Now go get the goober.
Get the goober, you goober. I don't know if I've ever had goober, though.
Well, it's... I mean, you know, the idea is fucking sound as hell. Like, who doesn't like the idea of those two things in one jar, especially if you're going to be having a PB&J, you know? But when I have had
spreading easy. Yeah.
Sure. But when I've had it, it seems like by having the two things in the same jar, it's like, I don't know if it's the process by which they're made or what, it's like the two halves become subpar, so that the sum of their parts is not as good. Like the PB&J just doesn't turn out as good, in my opinion.
Okay.
It may save you time, it may be
word
more
for that.
convenient, or just maybe like, yeah, it makes things easier, but don't taste as good.
I think it'd be good for like a dip. You know, like instead of putting it in a sandwich, like
Sure.
you dip like pretzels or something into it.
Ooh, that's a really good idea. Honestly, I think that because that's another part of it too. Is I feel like the delivery system of the sandwich, where you have, it's like a different ratio of peanut butter. It's like when they make fucking Reese's Christmas trees, pumpkins, Easter eggs, like all these different shapes. Some of them are better than others because of the ratio of chocolate to peanut butter of those shapes, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the same thing. It's like you have a piece of bread which typically would have a complete full layer of one or the other, peanut butter or jelly or whatever the hell you're spreading on there. But this time,
Right.
instead, it's got like this weird like marbling, or it's like not the same distribution.
Right.
I bet if you looked at it mathematically, you could fucking break it down and be like, you're getting 70% less.
What's your take on Uncrustables? Because that's already like
What do you mean?
it's
What
a
is my
product.
take?
It's similar to what we're discussing. It's a already made product where they have a
Well,
ratio of jelly and peanut butter in it.
Yeah, again, do I think that they're like convenient? Absolutely. Do I think that they're subpar to just making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Yes, again, absolutely. Like,
What's your ratio if you could put it down? Like, are you more of a let's load this sucker
Well,
with jelly?
here,
Let's fucking
if we're talking about
all
load
of
it, let's load the question even more.
all right.
Are you a smooth peanut butter person or chunky?
It depends, but I do prefer chunky.
Same.
We buy creamy just because that's what the kids will eat. But
Yeah.
if I had to choose, I would do chunky.
Yeah, I mean, when I'm buying peanut butter that I'm gonna eat, it's definitely gonna be extra chunky and just, yeah, it's good. But
It is.
like a fair amount of peanut butter. Don't go too much, because then you're gonna have just like the mouth stuck together.
Yep.
But a decent amount, and then I go a little bit heavy on the jelly because it's easy to go heavy on the peanut butter. I feel like. So again, just to like avoid that sticky.
I think I'm the same way. I kind of overcompensate with the jelly, and I usually do. Okay, how about if you could make the perfect one? If you could make the perfect peanut butter jelly, would you like lightly toast yours, or do you just like it soft? And what kind of bread do you use?
Well, I think that differs depending on what kind of mood you're in, right? Like,
You could make your perfect, ideal one. What would
well,
it be?
yeah, that's what I'm saying, is that my perfect ideal one is probably going to change depending on when you ask me.
Oh, I
So
see. Okay,
I might
okay.
be more in the mood for, yeah, like you said, like toasting the bread, or typically I'm going to be making the choice of, if I have my choice, I will choose like raspberry jam instead of grape.
Okay.
I think it tastes better. I prefer that. Or strawberry.
I agree with you. I think my go-to flavor of jelly would be raspberry with the seeds, with the little
With the
bits
seeds.
of seeds.
Get those stuck in your teeth.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Not what I asked, Linus. I don't know. Again, it's gonna change like moment to like day to day what I'm gonna want. Same thing with just like a sandwich. I sometimes I'm gonna want ham. Other times I want turkey or lettuce and tomato and other stuff on there. Maybe spread on a little bit of a aioli.
Ooh.
Oh, maybe. I mean, the like Nutella peanut butter is a solid option.
We got I think it was a Jif brand. It's a branded chocolate peanut butter by Jif. So it's similar to a hazelnut spread, like a Nutella, but it's more of the, I guess, a healthier option, maybe. Ish.
Well, I mean, like, I know that Reese's did make a peanut butter. I don't know if like they still might. I just don't know that I really like see it on the shelves.
Okay.
And I could see them making a like a Goober-esque Reese's. You know, they've got Reese's Puffs. Like,
It's a fucking Reese's cup in a jar. Spread it on whatever the hell you like and just eat it up, you fucking pigs.
they are like there's a Reese's I've seen at work. I've seen Reese's like Santa Claus. That it's probably like a foot in height, you know, maybe a couple inches thick, and it's chocolate and peanut butter. And to me, I'm just looking at that, I'm like, I bet that can't be good, because that's going to be all peanut butter and a little bit of chocolate, and that ratio is going to be way off.
Great.
I guess if somebody is about that, then hey, more power to you. But me personally, no thank you, Saint Nick.
What's the weirdest kind of sandwich you can kind of make that you kind of enjoy?
Oh God, I think I have the weird memories of when I was a kid, like 9, 10, maybe, like old enough to start making food for myself, but not really old enough to know what the hell I'm doing. I remember making, I think I would just make, it would just be ketchup and mayonnaise sandwich.
Whoa. Okay. How old are you again?
Like 9 or 10.
Okay.
I mean, I would eat plenty of other sandwiches. I just remember a few times I made like a ketchup and mayonnaise sandwich where I just spread one on one piece of bread, one on the other piece of bread, put them together and ate that.
Okay.
It's not like weird. It's just abnormal. I get it's the same thing, but you know what I mean. It's not too weird.
A condiment sandwich, yeah. What about additives to your peanut butter and jelly? Would you do like? Would you ever do like a bananas and peanut butter and jelly on toast or something like that?
Well, I mean, I've never done bananas and peanut butter and jelly. That sounds good. But I've done like bananas and peanut butter for sure.
Oh yeah, that's always a good combo. I usually did like I really got into Nutella, like an open-faced Nutella toast banana sandwich. Those were really good for breakfast sometimes with some coffee.
You know what I haven't had is Nutella on a bagel, which is probably pretty good.
That does sound pretty good. I haven't had a bagel in a while.
Bagel.
A bagel or a bagel?
A bagel. I would like to eat a bagel.